Hello everyone. As a quick introduction, we are talking about software called TreeShade. It's an extension for Adobe InDesign and Adobe Bridge, also Adobe Photoshop for generating mockup, and Adobe InDesign for auto-generating design. Also, the software has a local server for online forms and hosting website, in addition to content management. You can install from exchange.adobe.com. From Creative Cloud, search for TreeShade. It's totally free. After installing, you will have TreeShade menu in Adobe Bridge. TreeShade will ask you to create root folder for your project, and within workshop folder you are supposed to put your project files and edit them. You will have, after creating the root folder, you will have main.js server execute as a Node.js server, and here I have service to connect this local server to the internet through this domain. If you want specific domain, you need a subscription about $8 monthly. If you don't want a specific domain, it's free, this service in Grok. And now let's start by creating a project inside workshop. Let's create folder, new folder. Let's name demo. Okay. Here in Adobe Bridge, in TreeShade menu, you will have this command new, and it reveals files as commands. These template files exist in a specific folder after installing. You can add more files and edit them, and you can change the default path for the template. Now these files installed by default with the extension. So let's select this file that has ts_key. It's important for the inline form. Click OK. This folder created automatically. .TreeShade. It's supposed to be hidden in Mac OS, but here in Windows it's not hidden, so just ignore it. Now after executing the local server main.js, just open the domain once, so you can directly open it from here by double clicking on this text file. Double click this. TreeShade will ask you to open the online form. Click yes, and the online form will be opened. Here you have the domain, and here the relative path to your project. By default, you have this button update. You can edit the submitting buttons and assign function for each one. But for now, we have one button that updates the content on the same location. Let's put the online form beside Adobe Bridge. And now let's add index.html file. You will find here in new menu, index, keep the same name. Now the online form, if you update, refresh, the index will be revealed here. So you can open the web page by splitting the page where the left part for editing the content and the right part for previewing. You can open in a new page. Here the local server hosts the page also, in addition for content management. Now we don't have any content. So let's suppose we have heading 1 here and here paragraph, and let's add image. So we can edit the content here. In Adobe Bridge, let's create a folder called data to be connected to this key file. So the folder will paired to this text file, and the online form only read the paired folder. There must be a file that has the folder name or the pure name of the file, which is the file name without the extension, without the flags. Okay, let's enter data, and let's create from TreeShade menu a new plain for text file. Let's name heading. Okay, another text file. Let's name paragraph, and let's add a placeholder for the icon. Okay, let's rename to icon. Okay, now we have heading, paragraph and icon. You can drag and drop here in Adobe Bridge to order the files, and then from TreeShade menu select update ts_sort. This text file generated automatically depending on the custom order for files, and has the right order inside this text file. Now let's refresh. So you have heading as text, paragraph, and here icon. The end user can upload a new file, and here the preview. Now we add the content, but we hadn't yet connected the content to the HTML file. Now let's open let's go out of data folder, and here we have this index.html. Let's open this HTML file. Okay, now we can connect the content using ts tag. So let's write ts okay, and here write the relative path to the file or files using regex expression. So at first we have data folder beside the HTML file, and inside the data we have heading. You can add dot plus for the remaining, or you can write dot txt, but for dot you need to escape the character like that, as you want. And here at last write the method for the tag, which is now a placing. We need to place the content because there are different methods, like putting the URL instead of placing the content. But here I will undo to remove the, okay, just that place. And now the local server will parse the HTML file before sending it to the end user, and put the content of heading text file in this location. Let's copy and put here for the paragraph, and instead of heading let's write paragraph. As I said, you can just write dot plus here. I prefer to write dot plus. Okay, now for the image, let's add here icon. Let's add image tag, source, width, let's say 40 pixel, and now let's copy the same ts tag and put inside source src here. And now instead of place, I want the URL of the file, so write URL, and here instead of paragraph write icon, because I named the file icon. Okay, that's it. Let's save the index and let's refresh. Now let's write heading, hello world, heading, hello world paragraph, and here let's upload a new icon. Update. Now you can open the index and use it anywhere, and the content automatically rendered here depending on the file. Here we have text files and we have image. For the TS tag, you can use many variables. You can find in main.js. This is the file for the local server. I have been developing this software over 3 years, this main.js. It has about 5,500 lines. You can find here the variables that you can use in the TS tag. Let's go up. This serve path code. Like here, you have root path. You have parent relative, parent path, parent folder, file complete, the complete file name. File name here, the pure file name, without its extension, without the labeling part, which is the text inside the square brackets at the end of file name, and without any flags that start with a TS underscore. Here file display for the labeling part, which is, as I said, the text inside the square brackets at the end of file name. File level inside the nesting folders. File identifier, file hash, it's a number representing the file used in ID. First folder you can use for auto generating new folders. Last folder, new folder, day, seconds, day, minutes, day, hours, weekly order, weekday order, weekday name, weekday abbreviation, month date, month order, month name, month abbreviation, year full, year abbreviation, time decimal, time hexadecimal, time minimum, random, style long. You can use this to write random part in the path for creating, like here, random, A for capital letters, and 10 for the length of the random. You can write 1 instead of A for only digit, or A small. You can make mix of capital letters, small letters, and digit, and here the length. Okay, that's it. Try this demo, and don't hesitate for asking any question about installing or using, or if you want any solution for your project. I will go live again after 3 hours. So goodbye.